accountability. And we are live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my daily life with purpose. My name is Circe. I'm from the Philippines, but currently living in the UAE. Today, we are going to discuss about accountability. Accountability. Okay. We are doing simultaneous live on YouTube and TikTok so that for those who want to watch the replay of this live, they can always go to my YouTube channel and watch it. Okay, so today we are down to our day 18 of our 30-day character development challenge. So now we are on our day 18. We are going to discuss about accountability. Okay, so what is accountability? Why do we need to be accountable for our actions? Okay, why accountability is very important. So today I invite the viewers, even those who are going to watch the replay on YouTube, to comment your insights, your stories, your examples, your questions, and then we will try to answer it by one by one. I'm not going to answer it solely. The viewers also can contribute. They can also answer to the questions. Okay. So again, welcome for those who are new here. Feel free to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell uh, every time I'm going live. You will be notified. Okay. So accountability. Yesterday we talked about you know yesterday was um every day is always a good topic, but yesterday our our patience and has been tested. We talked about discipline yesterday. Today we talk about discipline. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Hi Badra Jamal, good morning. I am good and it's nice to meet you also. Welcome to this live. I like accountability. I tried it once. It was delicious. Then is this you? Where is the accountability? Okay, Ali, believe me, this is my painting. Okay, how are you doing? You are welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, if you like this live, please do double tap and send heart. You can also share. You can also comment. You can also follow me. Okay, so we are going to discuss about accountability today. Dilip Sal, welcome. Where are you from? I'm from the Philippines. I'm from the Philippines, but I'm currently living in the UAE. Okay, accountability. One of my pet peeve. Pet peeve. Something that you hate, something that you don't like. One of my pet peeve are those people who don't own up. You know, they don't own up. They don't know accountability, and those who are not accountable with their actions are normally not responsible. So, what is the difference between accountability and responsibility? So, we're going to discuss that here, um, because what I learned from those people who do not know accountability, who do not know how to accept mistake, who do not know how to uh, own up when they made a when they made a wrong move. Okay, what I understand about them, what I learned about them, those people who are not accountable are, I'm not saying all, are also not responsible. Because if you are not responsible with your action, if you are not responsible with the things that you are doing, okay, might as well you will not be accountable when you are going to make mistakes. Okay, are you from Uganda? Do I look like from Uganda? How can you draw so well? Ali, I don't know also. I just tried. This one is something that I don't draw faces and body figures. Okay, so this is with a hand, and I just tried, and it went well. It went well. I just tried. Okay, because Ali, every time we are doing live, we are discussing about talents and gifts. So for me, as the one who is talking and asking you to practice your talent, practice your gift, because one day it will be taken away from you. So might as well I need to do something. So this one, this is up for sale. Okay, so those who are in the UAE, if you like some painting like this, please do let me know. I wish to meet you one day. The world is small. Badre Jamal, where are you from? Bunso. Where are you from, Badre Jamal? Now that you know that I'm from the Philippines, where are you from? Okay. Please do comment. For those who are new here, please do comment your name, your location, or your nationality at least, so that we can address you properly. Hi Poklon, good morning. But I can't do this if I try. Just try. So, what do you think is your talent, Ali? What is your talent? Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Accountability. Let's talk about accountability, my dear viewers. Let's talk about accountability. Are you accountable enough with your action? If you commit mistake, if you did something wrong, are you owning it up? Are you honest? Or do you have the courage to own up, your mistake? I'm just smart and good. Oh, you forget one thing, Ali. You forget one thing. You are smart, good, and you forget something. Your description of yourself, Ali. Dennis too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking this live. Perfect. Oh my god. Yes, Ali. Yes, Ali. I will give you a clap for that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that, Ali. Okay. Accountable. What is that? Ne Philippine? What is that? Ne Philippine? Okay. Our topic. I can never forget. Sure. You know, we will never forget also how perfect you are. And yesterday, there was another Ali yesterday in the comment, and it was so nice. It was so nice to have someone like you in the comment. That's why we remember you yesterday, because there was another Ali yesterday. But you are the one and only. You are the one and only. Nobody can match Ali, the one and only. Okay, so anyways, I think he will be coming. I think he will be coming also. And that is the reason why I don't block anyone, because they can be my friends. Ali now is one of my good friend. Okay, so accountability, the courage to own up. We talk about courage, we talk about truthfulness, we talk about honesty, we talk about gentleness, and they are all part of being accountable. You need to be honest, you need to be truthful, you need to have courage to own up your mistake, to own up what you did. Okay, so that is accountability. So I want actually to I have another here, but maybe just maybe I can use it. I don't know if I can use it, but I do have here another disc. I want to use it actually, because I want you guys to see. Okay, I want you guys to see this accountability here. Okay, accountability. Okay, see, can you read accountability? Are you designer? No, I am not a designer. Actually, yesterday someone asked me who I am. I am a nobody. I'm just a simple human being. Okay? So we are talking about accountability today. Okay? Accountability. Yeah. Okay? She is CEO of the universe. You like Filipina. Thank you so much. I'm from the Philippines. Happy. Hello. I can never forget. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you're more than a teacher, dear. Dennis 2586. She is money maker circle. I don't even have money. Okay, I don't even have money. So today we're going to talk about accountability, okay? Because again, one of my pet peeve, one of the things that I don't like for a person is they are not accountable. Accountability usually being used for government officials. They promised to have actions, they promised to take actions, but at the end of the day, they are not making the promised actions. So they are not accountable enough. They just want money. Money, money, money. But anyhow, there are a lot of people also. If you are not accountable and if you are not responsible and accountable with a small thing, it is mentioned in the Bible. If you are not accountable with a small thing, you will not be accountable also with the greater thing. Okay? The test of accountability always starts with a small thing. Okay? The test of accountability. How accountable are you? Okay? How courageous are you? How honest are you? How truthful are you to own up something? Okay? It's also accountability also can measure maturity. So at the beginning, you wanted to block me? No, I didn't. Somebody, there are so many suggestions that I should block, that I should stop, that I should. No, I will not do that. Hi, no name. Good morning. Pope Elliot, the 11th. Good morning. Pope Elliot is here. Good morning. No name. Hi, good morning. Good morning. So let's talk about accountability, my dear viewers. Since we don't have the board, accountability, the courage to own up is here. So you know lawyer about accounting? No. Accountability is an action. Okay? Accountability is the willingness to take responsibility. Accountability has nothing to do with accounting. Though I am a graduate of accounting, accountability has nothing to do with accounting. Okay? But how did you feel at the beginning? With you? Challenged. I'm challenged. This person is someone who is challenging. Are you healed? Disciple 1? No, I'm in the process of healing. That is why I'm doing this 30-day character development challenge. Someone is asking on TikTok, are you healed? No, I'm in the process of healing. You know, that's why I'm doing this 30-day character development challenge. Why? Because I wanted to focus on myself more, to know myself deeper, to, you know, to understand those positive attitude, positive character traits, personal traits, and spiritual gifts that I needed to practice every single day so that, it can help me in the process of healing. Okay? In the process of healing. Okay? So, if someone is asking me, are you healed? I'm in the process of healing. Okay? I'm in the process of healing. I'm in the process of growth. So if you need healing as well, for those who are watching me right now and who will be watching the replay later, if you also need healing, because this is the question. I heard one podcast the other day that law of attraction will not work Take note of this. Law of attraction will not work if you are not healed within. So it was negative feeling? No, it was a positive feeling, Ali. Because every time I'm meeting difficult people in my life, I know there is a reason behind it. There is a purpose behind it. So, no, responsibility. Accountability is different from responsibility. Tomorrow we will be discussing responsibility. But okay, if you want to differentiate accountability with responsibility, responsibility is about taking action. You know, you are responsible to do something. You are responsible to, like for example, you are responsible to your um, health. You need to eat you need to eat good foods, healthy foods. Okay, you are responsible. You know, you need to have discipline, like what we have yesterday. You know, you are responsible to your action. You know, you are you are responsible. Like for example, if you are holding up a team, you are responsible to your team. Accountability is when your team did something wrong, did something good, or whatever it is the result of the action, that is accountability. Okay, especially when it is something that is done wrongly, then you need to step up, be a leader, and accept accountability of the mistake that has been done by your team. Okay, so there is this difference. I think the difference mainly is responsibility is action. You know, you are going to take action, you are going to do something, and accountability as after. Okay, you know, after. So what else? And after tomorrow, negativity. No, we're not going to discuss about negativity. Why? Because there are already a lot of negativity around the world. So we don't need to discuss about that. What we all need is positivity to fight negativity. Ali, oh, RD is here. So Ali is also here, the one that we missed yesterday. AI people have accountability from, all people have accountability from born. No, not everyone. That is why we are discussing about accountability, because as I've said, one of the things that I don't like about the person is the one without accountability. Everyone has responsibility, but not everyone is taking up or owning up and held himself accountable. Okay, not everyone. So when you said that accountability, when you said all is born with accountability, not necessarily, because not everyone is accountable. Not everyone is practicing accountability. Okay, my YouTube live is kind of blurry. They cannot read this, but this is accountability, the courage to own up. So in accountability, we will practice honesty. We have discussed about honesty, truthfulness, and courage that we can relate to accountability. Okay, why is your name like Filipina? Maybe he likes Filipina. Okay, for he is looking for Filipina. Lol. Yeah, maybe the stars aligned. Stars aligned for what? Ali, bro, we were talking about yesterday. We are all here. We connected like that. That why I'm here today. Oh, I received the divine revelation. Who are you? Okay, it was like, yo, they talking smack again. The one and only, never lonely. Who are you? You know, because there was Ali number two. Actually number three already. Ali number three yesterday. And It was great. It was amazing. That's why, you have to feel good about it, Ali, because we keep remembering you. Meaning to say, you mark something in us, that we keep remembering about you. Yeah. Okay. You want number four, Ali? No, no. Hope. Hello, good morning, good morning. Now, let's talk about accountability. How do we define accountability? Hello, everyone. For those who are watching me from YouTube, good morning. Good morning. Okay, I am number one, Ali, the original, the one and only. Yes, the original and the one and only. Why refuse? If you want, it depends. I think you are kinder. Hello, Sahib. Hello, good morning. Okay, are you accountable? Answer me with all honesty. Are you accountable? Okay. Do you practice accountability every single day? If you are, if you are uh, or if you are a father of the family or the head of the family, if you are a boyfriend or a girlfriend, do you know how to accept your mistake? That, oh, I missed this, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late, or I'm sorry, you know so Sahib, thank you so much, because in the first, what is that? Sahib, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sending a gift. Poktom, welcome back. Okay, so answer me, please. Name Ali too much in the world. Yeah, there are so many Ali already in the world. Okay, answer me. Are you accountable? Okay. Are you accountable? Are you owning up mistakes? Cersei, how are you? I am good, Puklon. Thank you so much for coming here. Mahata. Hello, Mahata. Thank you. Hi, Mahata. How are you? Where are you from? Yes, I am. Okay. When you said, yes, I am taking accountability. I am accountable enough to own up my what happened. For me, I take full accountability at work, not only for me but for my team. Yes. So that's just what I'm telling this the difference between the responsibility and accountability is, like, for example, if you are a leader, your team, like, for example, the manager give you something to accomplish, to make, like, for example, if you are an engineer, they have given you something that you need to prepare and make and submit the proposal at the end of the month. Okay, so that is responsibility. So you being in the leader, you have the responsibility to lead your team. Now, accountability is after whatever the result at the end of the month. Did you make it? Did you not make it? So the leader will become or will be held accountable. Okay? So he will be the one who will stand up, step up to take the accountability. Okay? So, RD, that is a good example. You are taking accountability not only for your words, for yourself, not only at work, but for your team. Their success is their success, their mistake is my mistake. Wow. What a good leader. Okay? What a good leader. You know, their success is their success, their mistake is my mistake. What about outside of work? Wow, nice question, Ali. RD, now Ali is here. Why you do that? Nice day, hello. Like, I'm not accountable. I will still own up to my end of the deal. Sometimes accountability is more challenging outside the work. Yeah. Mia Miguel, hello. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. If you like this live, feel free to follow, comment, share your story, share your insight. Okay. You can also answer questions. Okay. Feel free to share your answers also to those questions that are being shared on the comment section. Okay. Accountability is the willingness to take responsibility for your actions and the mistakes. It is about being answerable not only to others but also to God, because He is the only one who can see us. Even if you are not honest, He is the one who can see us. Oh, you did some mistake, you did wrong, you lied about it. Okay, so acknowledging areas of weaknesses while committing to growth and improvement. So when you are accountable, you are growing, you are maturing. So the path to maturity is accountability. Okay? The path to maturity is accountability. That is why age is not the definition. You cannot tell someone who is mature based on the age, because there are 40 years old, 45 years old, 36 years old, 50 or 70 years old who are not mature enough. Meaning to say, they don't know how to be accountable. Okay? They are not mature enough. They are not strong enough. They are not courageous enough. Okay? Unlike those young, okay, they are young. No, maturity is not defined by the age, because they are young who are more accountable, who is practicing more accountability than you. Okay? So accountability could be a path to maturity. The courage to owning up something, especially the mistakes, the weaknesses, the lies. You need to be honest, you need to be truthful. So it is something that is helping you to grow and improve. He leaves the accountability at work. Okay, did I miss some comment? Because I would still own up to my end of the deal, because I don't want them to be afraid to try things differently. If they fail, am still proud. Yeah, he leaves the accountability at work. Sounds like bottle feeding. We don't need them to reinvent the wheel and make it square. Ali, can you please tell me more about it? Like why it is bottle feeding? You know, because when you are a leader, when you are a leader, you know, it doesn't mean that you need to always lead the team for perfection. You know, you lead the team with perfection, especially if it is a group task. Normally, not all the time we ended up with the best result, with the best result. So as a leader, we need always to, give our team their their freedom to do according to there is this teamwork, there is this team discussion. Then once we are done with the team discussion, we finally decided what to do next, what to finally make. Then we are giving them the freedom to do it. Okay, and as a leader, we are not there to do this, do that, do this, do that, and you are becoming, micromanager. Okay, it's not reinventing the wheel, just making the wheel round more efficient. Also, I don't micromanage. See, our words are matching. I don't micromanage, so I don't mind them to find their own way, just like I found mine. Yeah, so that is why our words are matching, but it sounds like parenting. It could be sounding like parenting because you need to guide. Parents don't. This is the thing, parents should not all the time, when they are, let's say, 12 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, up to 15 years old, or up to 18 years old, you can still say, oh, wake up, eat, fix your bed. You can all the time do that. But once they are already mature enough, 19 years old and above, you know, you are only there to guide. Hello, Rawan. Good morning. Welcome to the live. Okay. So if they do fall, I'm there for them to find where it went wrong. What team is this? What are you doing? Rawan, good morning. Mustafa, hello. Let's talk about accountability. So, yeah. So, accountability is the path to maturity, path to growth, path to improvement. Okay, majority of the people in my team are older than me. By the way, so I can't parent them. Wow, I why there is this. Sorry, JM. Hello, good morning po. So, give me more example of accountability, like in the workplace, in their relationship, and their family, in your own personal growth. Give me example of accountability. Okay? Bible verse. Therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. So, you know, we need to confess our sins. We need, two is better than one also. Just like RD, like what you are talking, when you are accountable for your team, when you are accountable for your team, that's one of the best example at workplace. Not everyone is, owning up something. Not everyone is owning up something. So that's a good example. How about you, Ali? In the family, what good example, in a relationship, like saying sorry, saying what is this? Uh, when you get angry, when you did lie, okay, to someone, are you accountable enough? To family. But the perfect nowadays, the perfect example for accountability in general are those who are sitting in the government. Those who are sitting in the government, when they corrupt, when they take money from you, when they take money from the people, like for example, those who are living in Nepal, Indonesia, Philippines, and around the globe, you know, they are not accountable enough. They are not taking accountability. They are not practicing accountability. They will put the blame to just anyone, to you, to you, to you, to you. You did the mistake. You did the mistake. You did this. You did that. You did that. That's why we fall. The project did not happen because of you, of you, of you, of you. They don't point themselves. Okay, so that's why there is so much chaos. There is so much chaos everywhere because they don't own up. They don't take responsibility. They don't take accountability. Tomorrow we're going to discuss about responsibility. Ali, what is that thing that Superman said about responsibility? Is that Superman? Spider-Man? Who said? Neem, hello Reem, good morning, good morning. So we are talking about accountability today. That is our day 18 of our 30-day character development challenge. Okay, day 18, accountability. Yesterday oh, by the way, yesterday we talked about discipline. We talk about discipline. So Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Yes, Spider-Man. Rahim Prime. So that is why, accountability is starting with small thing. And if you are not accountable for the things that you did with a small thing, how you will be accountable for the things that are great, bigger, you know? Because again, responsibility and accountability are connected. Today we are discussing about accountability. Tomorrow we will be discussing about your about uh, responsibility. Why we discuss first accountability before responsibility, where responsibility is taking first before the accountability. Accountability is after taking the action, after the responsibility. You are taking responsible for your action. Okay, you are right. Rahim Prime 19. Hello. Hanalan Vitul, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Let's talk about accountability. Let's remind ourselves to be, we are practicing here all the character traits related to accountability. We've discussed honesty because with accountability, you need to be honest. I did the mistake. I did wrong. My team failed. Okay. So you need to be honest. Okay. And then be truthful. Be truthful. Okay. Integrity. Accountability also is related to integrity because you need to do what is right even if nobody is approving it, nobody is agreeing with you. Okay, maybe your team will say, let's not let's just hide the mistake that we did. Let's not tell them that we actually did the mistake because it's not visible, it's not what is this, nobody can notice it, so please don't tell. Anyways, our team will fail. If you tell this, our team will fail. So integrity, honesty is being tested. So if you are accountable, you need to be honest, you need to be truthful, and you need to have a lot of courage. Always better to admit the mistake and fix it. Rahim Prime. Yes, you are right, Rahim Prime. You are very right. Okay. It's better to admit the mistake. It's better to admit the mistake on the earlier stage than discovering the mistakes on the middle or on the last stage. So it's better to accept the mistake from the earlier stage, sorry, earlier stage, and accept, fix it from the earlier stage than to accept or notice it in the middle or the last stage. I think that works in engineering, even in accounting. That's why in accounting, when you did mistake from the very beginning, it will be a lot of mistakes in the end. Okay, always better to admit. When I am studying accounting, if you are wrong in number one, the quiz or the exam will be 1 to 20. Let's say 1 to 20. If you are wrong in number one or in number two, because number one you will always get it right. At least you will have one correct. Okay, because you will just have to identify which asset which is liability. You just have to put debit credit. But when you did mistake, once you start making mistake in accounting, it will you will have more mistakes. You will have more mistakes in the end. Okay. Dennis 586, I Alhina Consult. Good morning. Okay. English teacher. Hi S. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome. You are new here. S. L. Oh, today my viewers are K, S, L, X. They are all letters. They are all letters. Okay. So, S, are you English teacher? No, I'm not English teacher. Hi L, thank you for liking this live. Thank you so much. You can also share it if you like the discussion about accountability and you like it. Please do share it. Follow me and comment. Share your story, share your reflection. Okay. Where are you from, Honey? I'm from the Philippines, but currently living in the UAE. Okay, what else? What mistakes or weaknesses we have been avoiding? Okay, what do you think is the thing that you are not accepting, that you are committing mistake for yourself and for others? What is this one area? Is there any one specific area in your life that you are not yet practicing accountability? You are not accountable, you are not owning up, you are not accepting, you are not admitting that you are actually committing mistake. Okay, a lot of people are why a lot of people are finding it so difficult to say sorry. Why a lot of people are finding it so difficult to say sorry. It's just a matter of SORRY, five-letter word. There are a lot of people who find it, three things that a lot of people find it difficult to say. One, sorry. Two, I love you. Three, what is the number three? What is the number three? Three things that a lot of us is finding difficult to say. Sorry, I love you, and what? What is the number three? Comment down. What is the number three? Wahina, eternity duba, eternity. Hello, good morning, good morning. So, why it's very difficult, especially for sorry? A lot. Can you repeat it again? Why a lot of us are finding it so difficult to say sorry, I love you, and what is the third? They said there are three things that most of us are finding so difficult to say. Disciple one, hi, hello, disciple one. We need you here. I mean, something to say, something to say. You know, like I'm sorry, but that is because of pride. That is because of pride. A lot of people is carrying a bigger pride instead of say, yeah, yeah, you are right, disciple. It is because of pride, you know. A lot of people are finding it so difficult to say sorry, I love you, and the other one, Ronnie, the hello, and because of pride. And what else? What else? You know, they are shy. They are shy. Very least reason could be they are shy. I am shy to say sorry. You know, I don't commit mistake. I am shy to tell everyone, you know, that I committed a mistake. I am shy to the person to let it be. I don't want to say sorry because I'm shy to this person. Okay. Rawin 55, thank you for following. How are you, Cersei? You are doing a great job. Ravin 55, I am good. Thank you so much. And avoiding to be accountable of. Yeah, that is why we are talking about accountability. You know, those who are, avoiding to say sorry, avoiding to owning up their mistake, avoiding to, they are not accountable. They are not practicing accountability. That's why we are discussing about accountability here. You know, so that is why when someone said that we are all born accountable, I think something is not right. We might have responsibility. We might be responsible for a lot of things. All of us should be responsible, but not everyone is having the courage to own up something. Okay. If it is good, that's me. I did it. I did that. I did this. I did that. If it is something that is not good, it is not right, it is wrong, he did it. She did that. They did it. They did that. Okay. It's always happened not only in the family. Most of the time, it's happening in the workplace. Those who are working, you will notice a lot of people who are not accountable. Do you think they are a good leader? And that is the thing also, those who are in the higher position, sometimes they are not the one who is not accountable. And it's very rare to have someone in your team, in your organization, who is owning up, who is taking the responsibility, okay, who is telling that, oh, that is our mistake. Honest enough and truthful enough. There are very seldom, like, RD is telling, their success is their success. The success is their success. The mistake is my mistake. And that's kind of leader. You don't need to be bossy. Okay? You don't need to be bossy. Okay. How about you? Those please do send comment comment down your example, your own experience, your own story about accountability. How does accountability is helping you grow? How does accountability is helping you grow? Okay. Are you someone who is accountable? Let's practice accountability in from the very small thing, because once we are good and responsible and accountable with the small thing, God will reward us with a bigger thing. Okay. Tomorrow we will be discussing accountability, responsibility. For me, I am accountable. Like for example, now that I do not have job, I am accountable to whatever I am experiencing, because there is something that I lack. There is something that maybe I am not yet doing. Okay. So I need to take accountable for myself, for my personal growth. Yeah. Helps me to feel responsible to other people. Okay. So yeah, that is why responsibility and accountability are connected to each other. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about responsibility, and you are right. That's why I asked about Spider-Man when he said, "With great power comes great responsibility." Okay, if you have power, if you have great power, then you have greater responsibility. When you were just a kid, your only responsibility is to study, eat healthy, study, sleep. Take household chores. That is your responsibility. Clean the house, clean the room. Okay, wash the dishes. That is your responsibility when you are a kid. But when you become an adult, you need to be more responsible about yourself. Okay, you need to be more safe. Because you're starting to be independent. You need to be more safe wherever you are. You need to protect yourself. You are being more responsible about yourself. And then when you start having relationship, your responsibility also is increasing. And then when you start having a family, your responsibility is also increasing. Then when you start working, your responsibility also is increasing. Your responsibility is increasing, so does your accountability. But some people never grow up. Their responsibility is growing, their age is growing, but are not accountable enough. They are not accountable. How is everyone there? Hoy, Case Mero. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Case Mero. How are you today? Welcome back. When I'm still working. When I was working in in the corporate world, I always heard my name. It's Cersei. Every time there is a mistake. I'm the one preparing the report, I'm the one preparing the budget, I'm the one preparing the presentation, I'm the one preparing the things. And if something is wrong, they would normally say, it's Thursday. Okay, I will own up to this, I can explain it, but I can accept if it is I who committed the mistake. But if the mistake, or it was never done by me, from the beginning, it was never done by me. Okay, someone else prepared it, and then you presented it, and then when it is wrong, yeah, and then you will say in a loud voice, "Oh, it's Thursday." Sorry to say this, I hate that. But I always believe that the truth will come, and the truth will set me free, and it will always happen. Hey, bro, good to see you. Everyone is doing well today, though it takes time. Yes, it takes time, but it will come. One time, I will never forget this another story that I was on leave and someone prepared a report during the month end. And then when they presented it, there was a lot of mistakes. And during the presentation, I already, came back from vacation. And I was sitting near to the office of the manager, or the higher, the CFO, the CEO. And when I'm passing to the office, I heard a lot of times my name. And I was like, why they are mentioning my name? Why they are mentioning my name? And I was just sitting. And after 2 days, they asked me, they called me to be present in the meeting. And then I told them that I did not prepare this. Only that time they came to know that I was on leave. During I have a valid reason. I was on leave. I was not the one who prepared it. But they keep using my name. Anyways, so yeah, I did not, I was not penalized. I was not punished. I was not, because I'm not the one who did it. I don't accept blame if it wasn't made by me or my team or even my bosses. Yes, I always it believer of the truth will come. The truth will set you free. If not today, if not tomorrow, one day. I don't, I'm not a fan of arguing. I'm not good at confrontation, especially if it is shouting, shouting, shouting. I'm not good at it. I can confront. I can tell you frankly, with all honesty, that oh, you did this, you did some, oh, you did great, oh, you did some mistake. We need to fix it. We need to do that. I can tell you with all honesty. I can confront you with gentleness. But if it is with arguments, shouting, cursing, or whatsoever, I'm not good at it. So if you are shouting and you're blaming for something that I didn't do, let the truth set us all free. Okay. And if I did the mistake, like some of you would want to do it, I will own up to this. I did a mistake. I'm sorry. It's easy for me to say sorry. Even if I'm not the one who made the mistake, sometimes I'm not the one who is at fault, just to keep the relationship. Okay, sorry. And I forgive myself and I forgive you because I needed peace. Why not? Because it's not your mistake. Simple. You need to be truthful. You need to be honest. If it is really your mistake, then do it, fix it. Okay? Find some solution, alternative solution, how to fix it. So that's accountability here. Okay? Admitting that you missed a deadline, admitting that you made a mistake, admit it that you know, RD, your comment is hidden. You can reshare it. RD replied, because I am not being accountable for others' stupidity who don't listen to me. You are courageous enough. Please do share it again, RD, because the comment has been hidden. Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, sweetie girl, good morning. How about you? You know, we all hate. If we hate someone who is not accountable, then we need to practice accountability, okay? So that others won't hate us. Because it's really annoying. It's really, it's really disappointing, frustrating to know someone who is a leader, who is a boss, who is a manager, and they lack accountability. You know, it's frustrating. They reach the position, they have taken the position of being on this higher level, higher organization, top management, but they don't know how accountability works. Anyways, but always remember the truth will set us free. Because accountability, again, is connected with honesty, truthfulness, and courage. Okay? They are not courageous enough to own up. They are not courageous enough to say sorry. They are not courageous enough to admit their mistake. Even those liars, liars are not accountable and at the same time not responsible. Believe me, those who are creating lies just to protect themselves are not responsible and at the same time, because they are not accountable, they are not responsible. Maybe this is the reason why accountability is being discussed first before responsibility. Okay? Because those who do not know how to be accountable are not actually responsible. You know what I mean? They are just more of words. We will do this, we will do that. This is our responsibility. This, I am responsible for this. But when things go to something like this, they are not accountable. So that is why, maybe this is the reason why accountability is being discussed. Even, see, responsibility comes first before accountability, because you need to take action first. You need to do something first. You need to start something. And in the end, whatever the result, if it is successful, if it is failure, that's where accountability lies. Why we are discussing accountability first, where it is at the end, before responsibility? Because those people who are not accountable, who are not practicing accountability, are also not responsible from the very start. They just keep on, oh, I will do that, I will do this, we will do that, we will do this. And at the end, what will happen? He did that, he did this, she did that, they did that. You exclude yourself. Okay, what I'm missing here? Hi, Senior Safe. Good morning. Please smile. Hello. Good morning. I have seen my super managers shifting the blame to their employers to save themselves. Yes, a lot of them are a lot of them, believe me. Because they want to keep their position, they want to keep their power, they want to keep their pride, they want to keep their whatsoever they want to keep. I knew that I never wanted to be such a manager. Yeah, yeah. So we hate those people who are not accountable. So please, let's practice accountability so that other people would admire us instead of hating us. Do you support? We don't discuss here about that Muhammad Belmet Wali. We are not discussing here about that. What we encourage everyone to pray for those countries who are experiencing wars and chaos. Life is full of such of people. Yes, and you're safe. I do agree as well. I'm not any one manager as of now, but I still feel accountable since they seek and follow my advice. Yeah, same with me before when I was working. I don't intend for a higher position because if they put me there, meaning to say I'm ready for it. Okay. Mohammed Delmet Wali, we can only do something for that Muhammad Delmet Ali Wali. We can always say a prayer for those countries who are, experiencing. And for those countries, accountability also is so much lacking because they want war, they don't want peace because nobody wants to admit who is wrong, who is right. That is why it started with a smaller thing, and it will be bigger. It's happening in the Philippines. There's so much talks and discussion about accountability in the Philippines because of corruption. And corruption is not only happening in the Philippines, it's happening in Nepal and Indonesia, even in India. So it's happening everywhere. So if you are not accountable, you are not responsible and accountable with a smaller thing, you will not be responsible and accountable with the bigger thing. Those people who practice accountability from the beginning, they know how to practice accountability for greater things, for bigger things. Yeah. That's why, some, especially for a democratic country like the Philippines, we are being given the freedom to choose our leaders. Yeah. We have the freedom to choose our leaders by voting. Yeah, we cast our vote. Who is the mistake? Whose mistake if someone is held or put in the position that are not responsible, that are not accountable from the first place? Whose mistake? Is that the politician or the people? If, like, for example, there is a one project in one area of the Philippines. I will use the Philippines as an example. Okay. There is one project, like let's say flood control project in the Philippines, and you put a politician, let's say a congressman, you voted for him, the people voted for him, okay, and then there's is this project, the flood control project, okay, and then he said, I will be responsible. I will change our place. I will change our district. I will change it for the better. And so much words. Then you put them, you elected them, you voted for them. Then he said, okay, I will do this. This project is worth only 50 million. But in records, in actual, it worth 150 billion. see, see the huge difference. 50 million to, let's say, 50 billion. Okay, let's not exaggerate. Okay, 50 million to 50 billion. Okay, so the actual expenses is 50 billion shown in the reports, but the actual expense is 50 billion. The actual project is only worth 50 million. Now there is no flood control. Everywhere is flooded. Whose mistake is that? Whose mistake is that? Is the mistake of the contractor, the mistake of the congressman, or the mistake of those people who believed and voted them? Who will be accountable? Anyways, this is just, everything is going in circles, it's becoming so funny every single day. Okay, what I'm missing out here. Okay, thank you so much, Carl. Oh, another artist followed me. Okay, thank you so much. Can I follow you back? Okay. Muhammad Nawali is being subjected to genocide by the occupying Azanzite entity. I don't have. Sorry for that, Muhammad Nawali. I want to learn English. What can I do? Read, read, and read. Okay, read. Speaking of reading, I still didn't open the Think and Grow Rich book. Okay. What else can we learn from today? So let's leave the question whose mistake, the one, because they can deal with it. But at somehow, I'm thinking about it. Sometimes those people who voted are also held responsible, should be held responsible as well. Because you know already, you have the responsibility to check, to background check those who are running for position. Similar in the organization, right? Those people who are being put in the position, higher position, they need to do some background checking. There should be a valid and criteria for putting them in that position. It can be in, the organization, in the workplace, or it can be in the government position. They need to background check. They need to be responsible in, before voting, before putting them, before electing them, before assigning someone in the position in the organization. We need to do some background checking. We need to have valid criteria. Not only that, because this is the son of the emperor, this is the son of uh, the best manager before, this is the son of, because the best manager before, the best president before is different from the son who is running now. So sometimes we need to take accountability also of of our choices, of our choices. Do you know everything about what is happening in Palestine? No, that is why I don't want to comment about it, because I'm here and I'm not there. I don't know exactly what is going on there. Who is responsible? What? Why there is this war? Why is this? We are talking about accountability this time, Mr. Mohammed. You know, those people who loves to have war, who loves to bomb each other, they just simply don't want peace. They just want power. They want ownership. They want power. They want personal gain. Okay, that's the very clear. What is this? Clear reason for that. Okay, they want territories. They want power. They want personal richness, personal wealth, personal gains. Okay. Apart from that, I don't know. A lot of people are suffering around the world. A lot of people are suffering. And this 30-day character development challenge, we discuss about empathy, compassion, okay, kindness, gentleness, understanding. So we need to practice those character traits. We need to show compassion. We need to show empathy. We need to be kind. We need to be gentle for those people, especially for those people who are affected by natural or human calamity. Okay, natural calamity, there are storms, sandstorms, you know, fire. There are natural calamity, and those human calamity, those wars, that we humans are creating. We humans are creating. So let's be kind to them. Let's pray for them. That's the only thing that we can do. If you can be more compassionate, like empathy plus action, meaning to say you know that they are suffering, you know that they need help, and you have extra from your saving, you have extra from your budget, you donate, you send donation, because that is what they need the most. And that's compassion. Compassion is empathy plus action, kindness plus action. There is action. And compassion is not only about material things or physical things like money. Compassion also can be through prayer, because you are taking action. You pity them, you show empathy to them, and you take action through prayer. So that is also a compassion, because you are taking action. Okay, good morning. Thank you. The truth is, most people have no accountability. That is why a lot of immaturity. That is why Senior Saif, you are very right. Senior Saif here said, the truth is, most people have no accountability. That is why a lot of immaturity. That is why, Senior Saif, I said, accountability is the path to maturity. Accountability is the path to maturity, because it's not about the age. Maturity is not about the age. Again, maturity is not about the age. There are young people who are mature enough compared to those who are old but that are not not are not taking accountability. Okay, those who knows how to be accountable are mature enough. They are courageous. They are honest. They are truthful. Okay, they know and they are responsible. They are more responsible. Those people who who were born and raised in a poor family, they started working at a very young age. They started to be responsible at a very young age. You will see that they are the one also who is practicing accountability compared to those who are born rich, and everything is being provided to them. Everything is being fed to them. Okay, so Diva stands with Palestine. You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you so much. Star, I don't know your name specifically. Doggle D. Hello, awesome content. Hello, good morning. If you like this content, please do follow. I would appreciate you following us and participating in the comment section. Okay. Thank you so much to Doggy D. The worst thing is having a partner who is not accountable. Now we're going to relationship. Earlier we talked about workplace. We talked about work. Okay. Now we are going to relationship, which is another good example of accountability. You know, that's why I'm single, because there are lots of people who are not accountable. Anyways, kidding aside, that's why I ask now why it's difficult for other people to say sorry. Why it's difficult for other people to say sorry? Because in a relationship, three things: say sorry, I love you, thank you. Three things. The third part is thank you. Okay, there are people who find it so difficult to say sorry, to say that they love you, to say thank you. Okay, someone said because of pride, and that is correct. It is because of pride. Okay, because they are shy, because they are not accountable. They don't own a mistake. It's better for them to lie. It's better to them for them to hide, and that compromises the relationship. Okay, whatever form of relationship, may it be your partner, may it be your friends, may it be in a family, you know, without accountability, you are compromising the relationship. If you are not honest in the very place in the first place, if you are not truthful, all the way walking to your relationship, it will be all lies. Then welcome back. Okay. So let's talk about relationship. How does accountability work in a relationship? If a woman has a husband not accountable, the kids suffer and the mother is burdened. From the perspective of a man, a woman is not responsible. From the perspective of a woman, a man is not responsible. They have ego, they have pride, they have ego. Yeah, that's why it's very difficult for them to say sorry. Even in situationship. Oh, Athens, you are not in a relationship. You are in a situationship. By the way, for those who are millennials, all these situationship is the new term of the Gen Z for a relationship without commitment, without label. You know, they call it situationship. They don't have label. They know they have something. They know that they are more than friends, but they don't have label, so they call it situationship. Am I right, Aten? They call it situationship. This is a new language for Gen Z. Farhan, hello Farhan. But also saying sorry for so many times doesn't count. Over saying sorry also it doesn't count. Just to keep the relationship, even if it is not your mistake. It's case to case basis. It's case to case basis because for me, as I am the person who would normally say sorry just to keep the relationship, just to keep, you know, especially for the kids, right? When they are still young, little kid, we are starting to teach them how to say sorry and be accountable. If they, like, let's say, for example, they fell and, they broke something, we teach them, kids, say sorry. Okay. We are already teaching them to be accountable, to say sorry because they did mistake. How are you, Farhan? I am good. Aten, do you believe it is already there? Some things that women cannot do, and there are things that a man cannot do. So I do believe in gender roles. But nowadays, unlike before, in the old generation, most of the responsibility, especially finances and all, greater responsibility is being given to the head of the family, and the women are being, they are being thought to be the wife, the housewife, meaning that's why they called housewife because they remain in the house. But now, in this generation, men can earn for a living, and at the same time, a woman can earn for a living. Before, it can be only housewife. But now there are so many house husband because the wife is the one who is working and the husband is at home taking care of the kids, cooking and doing the laundry. Before, it's it's all husband and there is gender roles. But now you need to be very specific about gender roles because before it's housewife who is wife who is at home all the time. But now you can see a lot of husband who is at home taking care of their kids, and the wife who is the one who is working. So it's no longer, you need to be more specific now in defining gender roles. What is exactly based on the situation they are currently in. Okay, it's no longer I'm the head of the family. Even if you are not working, you are still the head of the family. Okay, I'm the law of this family because I am the head of the family. I'm the father. I'm the man. But you are not working. You are relying on your wife. She is the one who is earning well, and you have the guts to say that I am the man of this family. I am the authority. That doesn't count. Nature's rule Man has to be accountable and the woman is just support. Senior Zaif, case to case basis. Okay. Dear, you are beautiful. Which filter you use? I don't use filter in TikTok. It just automatically, you know, remove the blemishes. I don't use filter. With kids, it's okay even 1,000 times, but for grown ups, no. Yeah, yeah. So with kids, tell them you did a mistake, please tell sorry. For grown ups, slap them directly. But it's all about agreement, right? Loreto Moan, senior say accountability has to be other qualities like passion and empathy. Yes, that is why, accountability is being discussed later. We discussed first empathy, we discussed first compassion, we discussed first kindness, gentleness, honesty, truthfulness, courage. We even discussed courage before accountability because in the discussion of accountability, we all need to practice honesty, truthfulness, courage, kindness, empathy, compassion. Yeah. We are already on our day 18 of our 30-day character development challenge. For those who are watching just now, for those who are just followed me now, please note that this is day 18. Okay, day 18 of our 30-day character development challenge. We already discussed a lot, 17 character traits, personality traits that we need to practice every single day. If you want to watch, I have recording also on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch the replay. Okay? There's no such thing as man lead and woman obey and follow in nature's or biology. Yes. That's what it's changing. It's changing. Seniors are fundamental qualities. Yeah. So that is why it's changing. It's changing. If it depends now on the situation. It's no longer housewife, sometimes it's house husband. Okay. So it now you have to know the real scenario, the real situation first. So with regards to that question of gender roles, you know, man is the man, woman is the woman, but both need respect. It is not that, oh, I am a woman, you should respect me more. Oh, I am the head of the family, you should follow me more. There should be equality already. Okay? Before it's only the man who is earning a living, now both of them. The man and the woman. That's why there is pride. I don't know about this, but I think men is having more pride than women. Because I saw that from my father. Every time my mother is earning well, more than my father would always ask my mother to resign. Every, t- ev- every time my mother is earning more than my father would always ask my mother to resign from work because he cannot take the pride. Exactly. It's a social thing, not a biological thing, as misogynist men claim to oppress the woman. Yeah, it's called fragile masculinity. Yeah, because you cannot use as an excuse you being a man to be the authority of the family, to be the head of the family, to be the law of the family. If you are not the one who is earning, you know, you need to position yourself where you belong. You need to position yourself where you are, you know, fragile masculinity. Yeah, that's Gen Z, yes. Same with situationship. Same with situationship. So that's why women now are courageous enough to leave a man who is not man enough. And it is what is this? It is weakness. It is not weakness that you leave a man because they cannot provide, they cannot, It is weakness if you keep staying and being martyr. But if you are married, you have to hold on it. If you really love and truly love each other, if you truly respect each other, you will, you know, be with each other no matter what. Some men just can't accept the fact that women can be more successful and richer than them. Yeah, that is why I told you no. It's nice that it's coming from you, like a man. When it it's still related to our discussion about accountability, right? Because I think men are having more pride because I am the man. I am the head of the family. I am more responsible. I am more, I am the word of the family. When I say this, they do this. When I say that, they do that. So nowadays, it doesn't work at all. You should know where your place at. Okay. And, if you want to keep the relationship, practice accountability. Say sorry if you are the mistake. Say sorry if you are the one who is having shortcoming, if you are the one who is lacking. Say sorry if you admit it to yourself that I cannot provide for this family. My wife is better than me, or my husband is better than me. And then you take up and level up. Okay? So that is why I do appreciate a lot of men who knows how to cook, who knows how to clean their room, who knows how to fix things. Okay, because they know that, okay, that my wife is earning well, she is the one who is working, providing means for our family. For the meantime, I do not have work, so I need to level up. I should not stay at home doing nothing. I should not stay at home sleeping, waiting for my wife to bring some food. Okay, I should level up. I should learn how to cook. My wife is working, I will cook, I will take care of the kids, I will fix the things that are needed to be fixed. You need to level up. Okay, and I do really admire those men who knows how to level up. It's not really pride, it's more of the ego. Yeah, I totally agree. Knowing how to cook or clean is just basic survival skills. Yes, but not all men will do that because they will think I am the man of the family. Not all men will do that. Okay? You should try more short form content. It would become more popular for sure. You have good advice. So they try to compress the woman, even it will tear the whole family. For Rahimorai, please do follow me. I'm trying to create, and I'm just taking some short clips from the videos from the live that I'm doing. So you can please do follow me if you want, and you can watch some of the videos that I am uploading. And you are right. You are very right. Thank you, Adin. You are very right when you said that, I need to create more short content. That is the reason why I am not uploading live directly. There is an option actually that we can upload live, but attention time of the viewers are very limited, very less. Yeah. So we need to create more short content. And you are right. And hopefully, part of my discipline, part of this 30-day character challenge that I'm taking, I should be doing a lot more of short contents. And thank you so much for reminding me of that. Rahim Prime. Okay. Please don't forget to follow me, Rahim Prime. Okay. What else? Thank you so much, Aten. You are so generous. Thank you so much. What else can we learn from accountability? We talk about workplace, now we are talking about relationship. Okay? Simple advice, be honest. If you commit mistake, if you lie, be truthful. Okay? So that is the starting point of accountability. honesty, truthfulness. Okay? Because you are the only one who knows the truth. If you accomplish this successfully, you know the truth. If you have done it with mistake, you alone know the truth. If you didn't say it in the very early stage of the project, it will be carried forward to the middle of the project and it will be noticed at the end of the project, and there will be a lot of mistake. If you are not accountable from the beginning of the project that this is not actually 50 billion, this is only 50 million, if you keep continuing using substandard uh, material for that project, in the end, the truth will come out. And it will not only spend 50 million. It will not only spend 50 billion even. It will spend a lot to fix the damage. So let's look and admire those people who are accountable enough, not only responsible, because there are a lot of people, all of us can be responsible, but not everyone can be accountable. What's exactly accountability? I don't know the word. Accountability is owning up the mistake that you did. You take responsibility. Responsibility is, you are responsible. I gave this as an example, Aten. Like, for example, in the workplace, you are the team leader. You are the team leader, and the manager give you a project that you need to be responsible for in doing, and at the end of the month you need to accomplish this. You need to provide it, you need to make a project proposal, you need to accomplish this at the end of the month. Okay, so that is responsibility. Your team is responsible to accomplishing that project. Okay, now accountability comes after. Tomorrow we will be discussing responsibility, but we discuss first accountability. Okay, so accountability comes after, at the result. Whether it is successful, you need to be accountable for it. If it is more, all the more if it is failure, you need to be accountable for this. Accountability is like, you are owning up to what happened, to the result. Okay, that's why RD said earlier, if my team successfully done it, it's theirs. It's their success. But if my team commit mistake and it's a failure, I own the mistake as the leader. So the leader should be accountable enough. Okay. So hopefully you got already, based on the example, you got already the difference between accountability and responsibility, and you know already what is accountability. It is not accounting, okay? Accountability can only be applied in accounting if you did mistake in entering the amount. Then you need to be held accountable for doing the mistake. Okay? Is it okay now, Athens? Is it okay now? Did you get it? Did you get it now? Oh, thanks. I understand now. Tomorrow, why we discuss first accountability, and on our day 19 we will discuss responsibility, where in fact responsibility comes first before accountability. What I understand based from our discussion today, from your comments, you know, from the sharings, from what I studied also before this live, we discussed first accountability because those who are not accountable are not responsible. They might be responsible in words, but they are not responsible in action. So that's why we discuss first accountability. So that we will know first, you know, that, oh, is this person reliable? Is this person responsible enough to do this? Because in the reviews based on the history, he didn't own up. He didn't know how to own up mistakes. Yeah. Okay, I feel like I'm your son. I'm your auntie. Okay, if you like this live, if you are learning from this live, feel free to follow me. And if you just came right now, and if you want day 1 to 17 of this live, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch the replay. Same name, Cersei G. Sola. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, one of my pet peeve, Gen Z, Aten. One of my pet peeve is those people who are not accountable, really. They keep putting the blame on others. I don't hate them to my core that, "Oh, I hate this." No, pet peeve only. Like, you know, it's a big red flag if you know someone who is not accountable, and they know only how to pinpoint this is his mistake. He did that. He did those. So it's one of my pet peeve, really. Wrong grammar, wrong pronunciation, wrong spelling does not affect me. It happens. Everyone commit mistakes. If I pronounce the words wrong, sorry. If I did grammatically error, sorry. I'm not perfect in English. I'm not an English teacher. I'm just trying my best to express myself in English so that everyone can understand. Okay. Some people, their pet peeve are those who are, you know, trying hard, speaking English, and they are committing mistake on pronunciation and grammar. Okay, but for me, it doesn't affect me. It's totally fine. As long as everyone can understand you, it's totally fine. Especially here in the Middle East, especially here in the UAE. Yeah. So, you know, we try the simple words, okay? Simple words so that we can understand each other. But if someone who is not responsible enough and is not accountable enough, that's my pet peeve. And there are so many people who are like that. That's why we are here, my dear viewers, followers, and subscribers. We are here to remind ourselves, including me. This 30-day character development challenge is a personal challenge for me, and I'm sharing it here on TikTok and YouTube so that for those who ever will be watching this, or now that you are watching, if it's also helping you, if it is also reminding you to do something, to be accountable, especially for today, I'm happy to know that this is also helping you. But more than you, my dear viewers, followers, and subscribers, I'm doing this for my personal growth. That's why someone asked, "Are you healed?" No, I'm not yet healed. I'm in the process of healing. I'm in the process of growing and learning. Which state in the UAE? I'm in Abu Dhabi. Hello, good morning. Just love, no hatred. Welcome back. Just love, no hatred. How are you po? Maybe, hello. Are you in Manila? I'm in Abu Dhabi right now. Okay, so comment. Any more question? Any more additional information? Maybe you have stories. Maybe you have experience that you want to share about accountability. Did you experience someone who in your life who is not accountable? Okay, or you yourself realize that, oh, I'm not accountable. I'm not accountable to my personal growth. I'm not accountable to my family. I'm not accountable to my relationship. I'm not accountable at work. Have you realized it for yourself? Because how to know that you are not accountable? You keep lying. You are not honest with your work. If something goes wrong, you just keep it hidden. You patch it up. You didn't fix it. You just cover it up with another lies and another lies and another lies, and you are not honest. So you have to assess yourself. Am I accountable enough? Because you cannot say I am responsible if you are not accountable. My dad, okay. I'm in the process of healing and growing up too. I'm proud I'm doing this at a young age. And I'm so proud of you also, Athens. The way you are commenting, the way you are sharing, meaning to say you are maturing. Okay, you are learning at a very young age, and that's quite a good green flag. Allow me to charge my phone because it's dying. Okay, my dad is never accountable. No matter what, he doesn't admit the damage he's done to me and the farm. That is the to whom I sent an invitation. Okay, that is the difference of generation. I told you, Athens, when we are discussing about gender roles in the family, this generation does not what is applicable in the old generation is no longer applicable in this generation. When we are talking about gender roles and accountability, responsibility, sometimes it's already almost equal. Okay, there is no such a housewife nowadays. There are more house husband. Okay, in the old generation, maybe because your father is already old, they have this culture, they have this tradition that I am the head of the family. I am the man. I am the one who should be followed. I am the word of this family. Whatever I said is right. Whatever I do is right. Okay. So let's understand there is also generation gap. There is also generational differences. That's how they were brought up. That's how. Because maybe your father acts like that because his father also like that. Okay, we need also to be more understanding and patient. Okay, the only thing that we can do, because at the end of the day they are still our parents. The Gen Z nowadays, they cannot simply close their mouth. If they can see something is wrong, they will eventually blot it out. You did wrong. But we should not be like that, especially to our parents. We need to show them respect as well. Okay, this doesn't justify it. He got a problem and that he can fix but still refuse it. Athens, the only thing that you can make your father realize it, believe it or not, the only way that you can make your father realize it is by showing it how. By showing him how. Athens, believe me, because my father is like that. My father, he doesn't even believe in God. He believed in God, but sometimes his pride is more than his belief. I am the one who provide for this family. I am the one who who is giving you money for your tuition fee. I am the one who is, uh, bringing food on the table. So my father is like that, and sometimes he is actually doing a lot of mistakes. He's a drunkard. He's a chain smoker, but he will not own up. He will not. If he doesn't have money, he will tell you, don't go to school. Simple. But the only way that we can show them is to tell, it's to, the only way that we can make them realize it is by showing them how. Why do I mean by that? Even my father is like that. I keep respecting him, and every time I commit mistake, I will honestly tell him, Pa, it's my mistake. I commit a mistake. I failed the exam. Why? I failed the exam. Why? Because I didn't study hard enough the lesson. So I'm accountable for it. Okay. So by showing them how, they will tend to realize eventually at the end that, oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. I know he's gonna disown me one day anyway. That's the way he got a problem, and that can he fix, but still refuse to. He will realize it in the end. You keep praying for your father. We keep praying for your father. We will include, for those who are following me, for those who are sharing their stories with me, know that I may not remember everyone, but I can pray it general. Not like, for example, Athens, father. My father is also like that. And maybe some of you, a lot of you, might have the same kind of father. So let's pray for our fathers, okay? Because number one, that is their culture, that is their tradition, that is how they are brought up. Number two, they are, you know, very traditional, that I am the head of the family. There is pride, there is ego. And, they are something like that. We can bend it, we can change it, we are touching their hearts in doing the things right, and showing them and praying for them. Okay. Athens, eventually your father will realize it. Just keep doing good. Just keep showing them, especially him, how to do it, how to be accountable, how to be responsible. And he will learn from you. He will learn from you. At the end of the day, my father, at the end of the day, his friend told us that before he died on April 25, 2018. A friend of him told us that before my father died, he saw him going to church before, day before, because that friend said, "Oh, it just happened so fast and quick. I just saw him yesterday at the church." So don't worry, Atan will be praying for your father, okay? Because eventually they will understand and they will learn from it. Okay, what else? He doesn't live with us anyways. He doesn't even know my grade or my birthday. Oh, okay. So there is already this distance, physical and emotional distance. There is already, when did we discuss about boundaries on our day 14? On our day 14, we talk about boundaries. Longer your Athens, you have to let go of it. You need to let, if he is no longer living with you and your family, you need to set boundaries. And someone asked, when we are discussing about boundaries, someone asked, does this topic include setting boundaries with family? And I answered yes, with a huge fat yes. It includes family members, because in our tradition, it is always believed that family is family. We need to bind each other, we need to keep the relationship, we need, but sometimes family is the one who is giving us negative vibes. They are the one who is criticizing us constantly. They are the one who is not supporting us. So when we talk about boundaries, Athens, we are learning ourselves, because there is already physical and emotional distance between you and your father. Okay, there is already physical and emotional distance between you and your father. So it's time for you to set boundaries and let go. Okay, let go. Okay, because you cannot do anything about it. Your father is like that. Okay, you cannot do anything about it, for the fact that you are no longer living with him. You cannot show him how, you cannot teach him how, you cannot, you know be kind with him, because there is already distance and emotional distance between the two of you. So set boundaries. Try to focus on yourself. You try to become the person who is not him. Okay, because you don't want to be like him. Okay, you're trying to be a better person now. I don't want him to learn from me or understand me. I don't care anymore. Yeah. In that case, because you said he is no longer living with you, in that case, I will support you when you are setting the boundaries. I understand you now. Okay. I thought initially you are still living together, but now that you said he is away, Now it's time to set boundaries. We also discuss the healthy setting of boundaries. He lives in Italy. He visits us more like 2 months every year. These 2 months are the worst of the year. Oh my god. But parents love their kids. Maybe it's not visible to us, but there is love in there. Maybe sometimes they are cruel, sometimes they are rude, sometimes, but there is this little love that is touching their heart every now and then. I've never lived with him. He's always lived abroad. I think there is a scar, Aten. There is a scar. There is this hole in you that you are longing for your father. You are, you know, and hopefully in this process, you are right when you said that you are in the process of healing as well. So hopefully this 30-day character development challenge is helping us to be more kind, gentle, loving, courageous, honest, truthful to ourselves. Okay, we already discussed 18 character traits that could help us in our healing process. In our healing process. And some of you who are just watching here, listening, and will be watching the live later, um, some of you are just, simply being affected by this discussion. And I do pray that each one of us will find healing. Okay, whatever relationship, whatever hole is there in our heart, may it be from whatever kind of relationship, friendship, family, partner, wife, husband, you know, even colleagues, okay, even your boss, even your manager, whatever kind of hole you have, may it be patched, may it be healed, okay? Not so soon, but in the process, let's help each other, let's pray for one another, okay, in general. I appreciate his responsibility in providing for us and working hard, but there's a huge part missing. That is why, Aten, there is something whole in your heart that is longing, that is not healing. And hopefully one day you and your father can talk about it by God's grace. You will have to sit to one another and discuss about it. Anyways, we are down to our last 6 minutes. Any more question? Any more? Uh, for those who haven't followed me yet, please do follow. And yeah, share question last 4 or 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much, Athens. I do appreciate you. I am proud of you. Okay, because this is part of accountability. This is part of personal accountability. We are done talking about work. We are done talking about relationship. We are done talking about family. Now we are on our personal growth, personal accountability. Why? I said I am proud of you, Atan, because you know exactly what is going on within you. You know that you are having hope. You know that you are having this feeling towards your father. So that could be the starting point of healing. That could be the starting point of healing because you know that there is something wrong. You are accountable of it, and that could be the start of, or not could be the start, maybe the one that can help you through your healing process because you know the root, you know the reason why I am being depressed, why am I being so emotional, why am I being so uh, what is this, aggressive, why I get angry all the time, from the little tiny petty things I get angry. Why? Because there's already a hole inside your heart that once it's being touched, once it's being affected, you can burst, you know you can, and knowing that could be the start, or could be the one ingredient that is missing for our healing process. Okay, so that is personal growth. So we talk about, in terms of accountability, we talk about accountability at work, accountability in a relationship, accountability in your family, and accountability within you. Okay, so if this live is helping you, my dear viewers and followers and subscribers, please do like, share. But now we are about to end. Please do subscribe, follow, and we still have 12 more character traits that we need to practice. So today, we are not only being requested, we are not being reminded to practice accountability, but we need to practice those 18 characters. What are those 18? I have listed that down. What are those 18 that we already discussed since day one? Day one, week one, we talked about the inner character that we need for ourselves: gratitude, gentleness, honesty, integrity, humility, willingness, and self awareness. Okay, week two, we talked about the outward action that we need to give to others. Okay, by giving them to others, we are also helping ourselves. What are those? Kindness, empathy, patience, forgiveness, respect, compassion, and boundaries. Right? That is why Athens, on our day 14, we talk about boundaries. And I do appreciate, I do support people who are setting boundaries just to protect their peace. Okay? With valid reason. And that is to protect your own peace. And now that we are into our week three, we are talking about more strong and deeper character traits. We started with courage, resilience, and yesterday we talked about discipline, and today we are talking about accountability. Tomorrow, on our day 19, we will be talking about responsibility. So, guys, if you want to be part of this live, if you want to be part of the discussion, please do follow me, and you will be notified once I'm on live. Okay, I'm starting the live between 5 to 6. Okay, between 5 to 6, or sometimes after 6. Okay, and it will run for 2 hours. So today I started at 6:30 or 6:40. So I am ending up at 9 a.m. Okay, you're an amazing person, sir. I really respect. Thank you so much, Aden. Thank you so much. Maybe, thank you so much for always being here. Thank you so much. And for those Kabayans, for those Filipinos who are watching me, it is my honor, and I'm more than happy to know that I have Kabayans, especially OFWs, who are watching with me. Why? Because I am an OFW too. I am here in the UAE for almost 13 years, and I know the feeling and how we are being tested as a person, how we are being tempted, how we are being tested, how we are being challenged being away from our family. So how do we lose ourselves much, much more? Because we provide, we give more. Okay, we tend to forget ourselves. But in this 30-day character development challenge, I am reminding each one of you to please try to know yourself deeper, to to connect with your inner self, to love yourself more. Okay, because true success is being achieved when we are aligned to our personal values and to God's purpose for us. OFW, no. OFW is overseas Filipino workers. We call we call Filipinos who are working abroad as OFWs because they are working overseas Filipino workers. Okay, so we Filipinos who are working abroad outside the Philippines, we call ourselves OFWs. Okay. Now it's 9 a.m. and we reached to the end of this daily live with purpose. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you so much for those who followed me from this live. Please do go to my profile, watch some videos, not only the dancing and the singing, because I'm not singing. I'm doing TikTok challenge there, but you have to see the notes there, something that I'm sharing in words. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'm ending my live on YouTube. Thank you so much, and God bless. By the way, if you like some painting like this, please do let me know. I am doing for commission. This is the final piece. Ting, ting, ting. Yeah, it is, full paint size. Okay. So if you are in the UAE and you would like to support me, please, apart from following, please do let me know if you are interested for my arts and paintings. I'm not professional. I'm trying my best because I don't have work now. God is telling me to use my talent. So this is also a daily reminder. If you know your core gifts, your talent, please do use it, utilize it, and share it with others. Okay? God loves you. Okay? Remind yourself that God loves you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day. God bless. And I will see you again on the next live with purpose. Bye.